Hi, y'all. Oh, my voice is kind of scratchy today, sounding. Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bam the Lipstick Lady, and was just gonna hop on here and give y'all a little update on my car. If you've been watching my videos, you know my car started leaking some coolant and is in the shop. So today is Tuesday. Called last week, made the appointment for the earliest they could get it in was Monday, yesterday, at 7 a.m. So I dropped it off Friday afternoon so that it would be there bright and early for him Monday morning. And so yesterday I did get a text from our service advisor saying, you know, anytime you can reach me, just text this number back and get an update on your, service at any time. And so I thought, well, okay. And then there was a link. You could click on that and it would show you like where the car was and whatnot, or, tell you like where it was in the service versus like the check-in and whatever. So when I first went on it, it was just showing that it was confirmed it was there. And so that was most of the day. It never moved from that, and then finally in the afternoon it went to inspection. So it was in the inspection part, which we had known it had already gone through the inspection part because Dave and I both had gotten emails, and you could click on that, and it showed actually the car in, because they drive it. I don't know if this is just Texas or just here, or if it's across the board, but they drive your car in, and it like tells you on these 4 things, and it tells you like how your tires are, how they're wearing, and it takes pictures of all sides of your car and whatnot. So we knew it had been through the inspection part, and that's where it's at. There was no update, no nothing. And so we waited and waited and waited, and finally later in the afternoon I thought, well, maybe I better text and just ask if they've found out, because David told them when they went in, when he took it in, that he was pretty sure where it was leaking from the top of the coolant reservoir thing. And so, because he could see it leaking out of there, but he just didn't know if it was just the hose or if it was the tank, if it was, what exactly. And we had extended warranty. So we thought, well, we'd take it in. And so I texted and just said, hey, and just checking in, seeing if there's any update on my car yet. Crickets. Didn't hear a thing the rest of the day. Checked, like at closing time yesterday, nothing. The car still said it was in inspection. Okay. Maybe they just don't update it, like it says. So I got up this morning, still shows inspection, still no word back. So finally, Dave finally called mid-morning and said, hey, just kind of checking to see any update on the car. Oh, well, I spent all day yesterday trying to figure out what extended warranty you have. Now, mind you, the car has been there before, and we actually gave them all the extended warranty stuff the one other time it was in for actual repair, which they ended up not needing the extended warranty. It was a part that was covered by GM. So, they didn't actually use it, but it was there. And when Dave dropped it off to the guy, he told him, if you need any of the information on the extended warranty, the booklet is in the glove box. Everything's in there. So, he couldn't find it. All day Monday he spent trying to find out the extended warranty. So, even though the owner, myself, had texted and said, hey, any update? You would think most people would have responded back if they were having trouble finding information about what our extended warranty was. He could have said, hey, yeah, we found what's the problem. What is your extended warranty again? No, never heard from him. So Dave gave him the information. So then he says, oh, yeah, that's not covered. They don't cover that part. I kind of thought maybe they would end up possibly being a thing. So, which now, David looked, because he had considered doing the fix himself before taking the car, but he thought, man, I don't know, what if it's really not that? And, and the part itself was like 20 or 30 bucks. And then, he thought, well, then I gotta, do everything. I want to take it out to the kid's house or something to actually do it, because you can't work on it here in the parking lot. And so we had the extended warranty, so which is supposed to be like bumper to bumper, but apparently does not cover the tank. So we took it in, thinking, okay, we'll pay, because we have like $100 deductible. We'll pay the deductible and take it in, let the professionals handle it. So he says, okay, your part it is not covered, the repair. So it'll be, Dave says, okay, so like, what kind of price are we looking at for the repair? Oh, it'll be $1,300. Now, mind you, the part is like 20 or 30. I know they get usually like however much to do it, but it doesn't appear to be like something that should take days to work on. So $1,300. But that's because the car should have this also done and this also done, and a flush of this and a flush of that, and but we could do just the tank, the $20 tank or $30, whatever. We could do that for $700. So Dave said, no, I think I'll pick it up and just bring it home and do it myself. And oh, well, okay, well, I'll let the tech know so he can get it buttoned back up and get it ready for you. We figure they'll probably let us know, maybe before closing, that it's ready to be picked up, because, they don't ever hurry. I had my brakes done there when I needed brakes, thinking, okay, take it to the dealer and let them do the brakes. It took them a week. No kidding. A week, a full week, they had my car to do a brake job. Now, it's not like the car had 600,000 miles on it. It had, I think, 50,000 miles on it, maybe at the time. And it needed, we got the full brake thing done, but it took them a week. And then the other time, it was in for whatever I don't even remember, O2 sensor, some kind of something that they fixed on it. And it was in there for days then too. So I don't know. I hate to say it's Texas. Maybe other dealerships are like that everywhere now. Maybe it's just this town, because truth be known, I have not found an honest car person here yet. I know someone who had taken their vehicle to a local, one that was highly recommended by everybody. When you looked and they were having car issues, I said, well, maybe check this place out. I've heard good things about it. And they went there, and $400 repair, and they got like a mile down the road and the car's making the same noise. They said, hey, it's my only vehicle. I'm going to bring back. Well, we'll try to squeeze you back in this week. Really? Been gone like 10 minutes? So, I'm not impressed with the people here to begin with. And like I said, I hate to say it's Texas because maybe it's not Texas. Maybe you get out of this city and in like a smaller town, or heck, maybe another city, and maybe they're not as crappy as they are in this one, but I am so over this town. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm so over this town. And I know we have a whole another 15 months on my lease for where we live, which, because we just re-upped our lease for another year, but we've got a year to figure out what exactly we want to do. Dave's retired. I work mainly from home with trying to get all this stuff sold. And probably it'll take me a year and I'll probably still have some stuff left. I don't know. But anyway, I work from home. So we don't have to live here. We don't have to live, actually, we don't have to live in Texas. It's hard to say where we could end up. Matter of fact, drop it in the comments if you're watching this and you live in a town that's a nice little town that maybe it's something we might be interested in as older Americans that just want to live a simple existence. So I just wanted to hop on and give you a quick update. I will come back on here later and finish this video out after I pick my car up and get it back home, hopefully get it back home here. We took it to this dealership because it's like 2 miles from our apartment, and the other closest dealership, which I've heard that's a small dealership, and I heard they were actually seemed to be better. Our son bought from the dealership where our service is being done, but he takes his to the dealership in the next town or whatever over, and he was happier with that. But with my car having this leak and running a little hot, we didn't want to chance it by driving. It's 25, 30 minutes away. So we just took it to 5 minutes, well, actually 10 minutes because of the traffic from here to get it fixed. So I don't know, but I will hop back on here and update you as to how we make it out of there. And I know just to have that diagnostic done is like $200. It's like $195 for that diagnostic. Each diagnostic has a different price range, and so you kind of hem-hawed how much it was going to cost. We're like, what is the cost? Is it the $195? Oh yes, sir. Yeah, that's what it is. So we'll update you here shortly as to what actually it costs when we get out of there. I'll talk to you later on. Hello, Lipstick Lady Pam here. Oh, and this is gonna be flashing, I think, because I have the light on. Anyway, got my car back. She is back home. And, strangely enough, I drove it from the dealership back home, which is only a couple miles. And Dave checked it when I got home, and it's not leaking. So now we're kind of left wondering, was it just something with the clamp or the hose, or I don't know. We've got new parts ordered. They're coming. So Dave can get it switched out if need be, but I don't know. We'll see. But oh, what a nightmare. And got there, and of course our service writer was playing cashier, I guess, today. So he was on the phone. He's like, it's going to probably be a few minutes, so you might want to go have a seat. So we waited and we waited and we waited and waited. It was like, oh my gosh. It's not like it's a little rinky-dink dealership. This is a big GMC Buick dealership here in town. I don't know. Just one more thing about this town that I dislike, but it's done. It's over. $200 down the drain. And, yeah, live and learn, I guess. So, but my car at least is back home, and oh, and then I also was gonna update on my jury duty. I'm still waiting to get my $20 for that from last week. It's been a week, and I finally called today because I'm like, was I supposed to go pick it up? Because I know when you're there, they have you sign a thing saying you get $20 for the day. Do you want to be paid for it, or do you want to donate it? And I'm like, I had to miss a day of work. Yeah, I'll take the $20. And I was there from 8:15 to 4:38 or something. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take my $20. They never told us how you collect it. So, and I've been watching the mail, and I'm, well, okay. So after it's been a week, I thought, I think I'm going to call just to verify. And after I finally figured out a phone number for that particular department, then she's like, oh yeah, we mail it out. Looks like, she said, well, do you know which court you were? And I told her, well, yeah, looks like it was mailed out on the 21st. Give it through next week. Should get there. And I'm like, okay, because you know how the mail is here. The mail is not a good thing here either. So, but that's not particularly where we live, but it's like all of Bryan College Station has postal issues a lot of times, so I don't know. But anyway, it's all good now. I can get on with my day, but I did say I would come back on here and update you, so that's it for today. I'm going to get this video uploaded and get it out to y'all. So if you haven't already and you stuck around this long, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you very soon on the next one.